Welcome back to another edition of Focus Forward. My name is Jamie Salinas, Executive Director of Forward Worthington, Chamber of Commerce, Convention and Visitors Bureau, and Worthington Regional Economic Development Corporation for the Worthington area and Nobles County. And this time we are out on Humiston, North Humiston here, just south of I-90. We are at Tri-State Rental. And as you can see, just kind of hanging out here in the shop here with Joe Vosberg. Joe, he owns this place. First off, how long have you owned it? Or, oh, no, how about this? How long has it been around? How long have you been a part of it?
Tri-State Rental has been around for about 30 years now. My mother and father-in-law bought it about 10 years ago. We purchased it, as in my brother and sister-in-law, my wife and I purchased it in January of 22.
And it's been humming along ever since, right?
It's always something, Jamie.
So a lot of folks that live here in Worthington, of course, very familiar. You drive by it anytime you're going anywhere around North Humiston and everything like that. Especially if you're going by, like you're going to Dairy Queen or going to McDonald's. People see it all the time. But I know some people maybe haven't had the chance to come out here. We've got rental, we've got retail, right?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing that we get when people come in here for the first time is they say, I didn't know you guys had all this stuff, which is a great thing for us. Once they come in, they know where they can come get their stuff. We're kind of a one-stop shop for a lot of your DIY stuff, and there's a lot of people that come back quite a bit after they come in the first time.
So what kind of, let's start with the rental side and then we'll talk about the retail here. Like we're in the shop right here. We're surrounded by a lot of stuff that people can rent. We're talking, I think, a little bit of like some tools. You've got event stuff. You've got heavy machinery.
Yeah. No, my mother-in-law really liked the event side of it, so we have pretty good stock of that. Our tables and chairs, we have everything from a 10 by 10 canopy to 20 by 30 canopy, chocolate fountain, ice cream maker, cotton candy maker, and the girls recently purchased a little mini donut machine, so that's their jam, and the inflatable side as well. They purchased one of those. They're going to have a game inflatable they just ordered when we were down in Louisiana this year, so kind of excited for that to come in and get that out to the public.
Like what kind of a game thing?
Oh, it's axe throwing. It's just a one-stop shop. It's axe throwing, soccer. There's a lot of different things that people can do with it.
Wow. Okay. So we've got all that going on here. Plus, you've also got the retail side. You've got Milwaukee Tools to start off with.
Yeah, we're a Milwaukee dealer, warranty center, and service center. So, whenever we get stuff in from South Dakota, Iowa, Minnesota, we do a lot of Milwaukee here.
Milwaukee, and then of course items like we're sitting on right here. We've got these heavy duty. I mean, I could probably finish my front lawn and my back lawn probably in about 15 minutes with these things.
Well, we took on the Exmark role about 10 years ago, and we haven't looked back. I mean, they're a great mower. We've had a lot of success with them, and it's just building in town here in the surrounding areas.
Now, if there's anything that somebody, let's say, going back to the rental side here real quick, is there anything that you've come across unusual that people are looking to rent that maybe you haven't had a chance to really fulfill yet? Or are there any ideas of stuff that you guys want to bring in?
There is. I mean, we just have to justify if we believe that we can get a return on investment on it. I mean, there's a lot of big items that we'd like to get, but we don't get enough calls for it, the demand. But yeah, I mean, anything from a hammer to a 60-foot boom lift we got, flooring. I mean, there's a lot of rental stuff we got in the back here.
Speaking of the rentals here, most rented item.
Sewer auger, hands down.
For the do-it-yourselfer, who actually kind of knows what they're doing with those kind of things?
Well, I mean, I have sent it out, or I didn't know if it was going to come back in one piece, but we walk them through everything we rent out, and we make sure that they're comfortable before they take it out.
Yeah. Okay. So if obviously you want to make sure people know what they're doing when you're sending your equipment out the door right here. So small training sessions go along with it. So if I wanted to get like a boom lift, you're going to show me how to do it?
Absolutely. I mean, we'll show you how to unload it, load it up, and then all the functions of it, and make sure that you're safe, because if you're not safe, we want you coming back. So we want a second time rental on you, not to read about you in the paper.
It's never a good thing to read about you in the paper. It doesn't matter what. But okay. So when folks do rent, is there kind of a time frame that you agree on? Is there a standard time frame that kind of goes along with the rental side?
Yeah. So I mean, a lot of the stuff has a minimum on it. 2 hours is pretty much the most or the least they go out for that we charge for. And then we have everything up to a year. So I mean, there's some lifts going out for a year. This right out. Well, they're leaving out here pretty soon, so they'll be gone for a whole year. And so we'll. The one problem with that is we got to go out on site and service and make sure everything is good periodically to make sure everything is okay with them.
Yeah, make sure they haven't junked it up or anything like that. So who's like what kind of operations are renting that stuff for a year then?
Mostly construction. So there's. I always felt that we're a good farming community, and the farmers are always doing something, and we're fortunate to be tied in with some contractors that do a lot for these farmers. And yeah, they've been. One of them's a millwright, and then one of them's a gentleman from Wilmot that's putting up a bunch of barns. So yeah, he's a busy guy.
Very good. As far as hours, and obviously we're on North Humiston here, just south of I-90. Hours and phone number and social media. Do you play around on social media too?
Well, I dabble with it. I'm not very good at it. We do have a Facebook account, just a Google business thing. But yeah, tristaterent.com. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. But once we get to the graduation season here, we're pretty much open all Memorial Day, because we got to come in and exchange and send stuff out again. But it's a great weekend for us. We've been very fortunate to be able to serve the surrounding communities with equipment rentals and event rentals that weekend.
He's Joe Vosberg. He owns this place. We're at Tri-State Rental on North Humiston Avenue, just south of I-90, like right next door to Dairy Queen and stuff. So remember, when you do come out here, you're renting that big old boom truck, or if you're looking to do your own plumbing and you need the equipment for it, make sure you mention to Joe that you saw him right here on Focus Forward here on Studio 3. Coming up next, we'll talk about what's coming up on the community calendar. Welcome back to the second half of Focus Forward. My name is Jamie Salinas, your host, your executive director, Forward Worthington. Still with Joe Vosberg. He's supervising me this time because we're on his turf now, and we got to go by what the boss says here. So we're just going to go over some things. So coming up on the community calendar, first off, we've got Salute to Women Banquet. That is going to be Monday evening, April 22nd, over at the Worthington Event Center, just down the road from us here. And we've got that coming up. Tickets are available, $30 a piece. And you can get those by calling the Forward Worthington office, 507-372-2919. You can also go on our website and purchase online, forwardworthington.com. Just go to the community calendar, find that Salute to Women, and you will be able to register online as well. Big thank you to our sponsors for that event. We've got Minnesota West Community and Technical College. We've got Southwest Initiative Foundation, J. Briones Construction, One Office Solutions, and shoot, I am blanking on the fifth one, and that's never good. Means I am getting old. So, but thank you very much to all of our sponsors here. Now, again, if you are interested in going, we have quite a few nominations for the Inspirational Woman Award. So if you submitted that on one of those applications, thank you very much. That the application deadline is done, so our committee will go and we will select a worthy recipient of the Inspirational Woman Award and that'll be also that night, April 22nd, at Salute to Women Banquet. The entertainment for that evening going to be Divas Through the Decades, a trio of ladies going to be singing the hits through all divas throughout through the years. So that'll be a fun time as well. MC for the evening going to be Erin Schutte-Wadzinski. She is, of course, the owner of Kivu Law, which is located on 10th Street in downtown Worthington. So we say thank you to Erin for helping us out with that. Also coming up, just announced, the United Way is opening up their applications, their request for proposals for funding for next year's distribution for our next campaign, the 2024-2025 campaign, and those applications are now available, and you can get one of those applications. You can call us at the Forward Worthington office, 507-372-2919. We can email you one, certainly, and that's just email us, WCOFC@forwardworthington.com. Or, of course, you can come by our office as well. We are located inside the JBS Fieldhouse building at 700 2nd Avenue, just down from the Worthington Fire Hall and kind of kitty corner from Lake Okabena here in town. So, and that will be going on until April 30th. April 30th is the cutoff, the deadline for those applications to come in, and then the United Way of Nobles County Board will go review those applications and conduct interviews to see who they will be able to fund for the next campaign. By the way, they did meet their goal. This year was $200,000, and they have met that. A big thank you to the bigger donors, which of course is Bedford Industries as well as JBS. Bedford Industries, just over $9,000 donated through their employees, and for JBS, looking at always our largest donor, looking at quite a bit of money. So thank you very much to JBS for supporting the United Way of Nobles County. And again, if you are looking to get some funds donated to you through the United Way of Nobles County, that application deadline is April 30th. That's going to do it for another edition of Focus Forward here on Studio 3. My name is Jamie Salinas. We'll see you next time.